crazy chef and all that. Okay, we're looking at a mimic fast today, mimic fasting. There's a lot of testimonial, anecdotal and research to suggest that water fasting does help with certain cancers. It's not obviously not in mainstream, but there is a lot of evidence to show. Now, a lot of people will go on something like a 3-day water fast, 7-day water fast, or something, even go for a month water fast. I don't know how you do it. Anyway, so we don't do that. I'll tell you what the crazy chef does, because he tries it out. Okay, I'm using a technique which mimics fasting, and what it is, I use avocados, I use a red onion, and I use garlic and tomatoes. What I basically do is mash up some avocados, I finely chop red onion, and I peel and squish up garlic cloves, but I let the garlic settle for 10 minutes to let all the allicin come out. Then I mix it all together, and I'll have it perhaps 2 or 3 times a day, not too much, and plenty of green tea, turmeric tea, but no sugar of any description. Now the idea is to starve the cancer, because using, if you consider it as mitochondria dysfunction and metabolic mitochondria dysfunction, you've got to cut off 2 sources. You've got to cut off glucose and amino acid glutamine. It's easy, you can bring your glucose down as far as you can if you by perhaps going keto. It's very hard to suppress glutamine. There are drugs that do it, and there's certain other things like berberine will help. Anyway, so we starve it, and there are a lot of success stories. Now, okay, it might not work for everyone, and this is certainly not medical advice. This is just showing you what I do when I want to go on a 2 or 3 day fast, and I'm going to just prepare the bits and pieces, and I'll show you how I do it on the work surface. Okay, I've got 2 avocados. These are Hass avocados, they're fairly big ones. I'm going to just cut it across, twist it, and there's the pit or the stone. I'll get rid of the stone. Now this is, you can see, this is nice and soft. When you try the avocados, do try to check them to see they're going to get soft, because if they're too hard, you won't be able to do this. So I'm now going to get a bowl in the right place. I'm just going to scoop out the centre of the avocado. I'll try not to eat it as I go. I'll do this for the second one. I've got 2 big ones. It's up to you how many you use. Rule of thumb, and these are, as I said, Hass avocados. Right. A little bit. Little stone. Gets a bit messy, but okay, so I've prepared the red onion. I've just chopped 1 red onion up as fine as I can. I've chopped up tomatoes. I've prepared the garlic cloves, so I've stripped the garlic out of its skin. I'm now going to do this. I'm now going to use a garlic press to press the garlic. You get several different sorts of garlic press. Stuff like that. Okay, here we go. There we go. There's the garlic. And I'm just squeezing off into a bowl. You can smell the garlic, you can smell the allicin coming out. Right, now put some more in. But I've got about, I think I'm using about 5 cloves here. It's up to you, just do it by what you taste like. But garlic is very, very strong on the tongue. It's sort of a burning sensation. You have to be careful how you eat garlic. But it's very good for you, of course. You won't notice it so much when it's made into crust. I mean, this is basically guacamole, guacamole, but it's not a fine paste. It's done fairly chunky. So I'm interested in using it as a mimic fast. Okay, final stage. We've got I've mashed up the avocado, much as I can. Put it in the matured garlic that's been standing for 10 minutes. I'm sticking in the tomatoes. Oh, sorry, the onions, the red onions. Probably got too much there. I can smell the garlic. Put some more red onion. And I'm now going to put the tomatoes in. Now, another point to note, always have your tomatoes out of the fridge. If you keep your tomatoes in the fridge, take it out a couple of hours beforehand so they come up to room temperature, because otherwise they don't taste as good. Right, there's tomatoes. I mean, this is all rather rough. I mean, it's not it's not what I call guacamole, which is fine garlic and avocado and perhaps some onion. This is designed for a mimic fast, and it goes well on a nice piece of toast. But if you're fasting, you cannot have toast because it's carbs. But if you weren't fasting, it goes nice on a bit of toast. Okay, so there we are. So that's all done. That'll probably last me a couple of days. There we are. Guacamole, or my version of guacamole. 2 large softened avocados. I used 2 plum tomatoes finely chopped. And 1 red onion. In fact, I've got some more. I might as well use why not just put the rest of the tomatoes in it? Doesn't matter what proportion it is, really. Just don't waste it. Okay, so there we are. So my version of the mimic, the 3-day fast, or whatever day fast you want. And there's plenty of fibre here, so bring plenty of fluids, there's plenty of fibre in the avocados, so you won't have any problems. Okay, there you are. I'm now going to try some out. Okay, Crazy Chef out.